Hello, it's your girl Valerie A. Campbell, just call me V, founder of The Secret Vibe, author of She's Got That Vibe. And today I want to talk about why boundaries are so important for a healthy relationship. In fact, I've got 32 pointers around boundaries because boundaries are essential for you to emanate a vibe that literally calls in and attracts in men that are perfect just for you, so he can find you, okay, because it calls him in. So without further ado, let me go over these pointers. So number one, if you don't have boundaries, you can be manipulated or used by others. Number two, a boundary is a demonstration of self-respect for you and others. It allows you to exclude or to include behaviors of an individual that are in alignment, that are a match to who you are. 3, they keep you safe in your kingdom from external and internal intrusion. 4, you have a right to say yes or no to what matters, to what enters your kingdom. 5, you have a right to ask for what you want. 6, boundaries disallow others from defining you. 7, boundaries serve as a parameter or a line where your thoughts and feelings are separated from the thoughts and feelings of another individual, where you end and someone else begins. 8, it is not up to anyone except you to determine what is acceptable to you in your kingdom, your world. 9, if a person dishonors your boundaries, what are they communicating? They are communicating that they do not care about what you think and what you feel. In fact, they're telling you that their feelings and what they think is a priority over yours. 10, when you implement your boundaries, you are standing up for your integrity and you are taking dominion over your own life. 11, determine your boundaries by determining what and how you want to feel. Okay, no one can do this for you. 12, the number one reason why people fail to honor your boundaries is because you have failed to define them. You have to communicate the behaviors and the actions that you need from others in order that you feel honored and respected in your own world. 13, you have to get clear on how you've been allowing others to handle you and how you have been complicit in that. So let me give you an example. There was a lady that I coached and she said that she didn't want anyone calling her after 10:30. Okay? This guy calls her at 10:35 and she takes the call. Now, what message is she sending to him? She's saying that it's okay for you to disrespect my boundaries. And on top of that, she has been complicit in that. Okay, so it's important that you enforce your boundaries. Number 14, you must be clear on what your values are, your beliefs, your outlooks on life, about how you want to feel. 15, make clear and state loud. Stay out loud, make your boundaries known. Announce them. 16, make it known that with every boundary there is a consequence. So let me give you an example, number 17, okay? It is no longer acceptable to you. It's no longer acceptable to me that when we disagree on a subject for you to shout at me. If you continue to do so, I will no longer engage in this conversation. Now, for me, one of my boundaries is bad language, okay? I make it very clear that when someone is cursing in a conversation around me, that I do not like it, or I will walk away. As far as I'm concerned, there's enough words in the dictionary that you can use to express yourself. Another one that I don't like, that I have a boundary around, is smoking. Even up to yesterday, I went on a date and the guy that I was with said, "Do you mind if I smoke?" And I said, "No." Why is it important that I have that boundary? Because I do not want to feel uncomfortable. In fact, it is very important that I feel healthy. 18. Number 19, sorry. Immediately activate the consequence once the boundary has been breached or violated. Okay? Let people know that they have crossed the line or acted inappropriately. 20. However, and there is a caveat, when you state your boundary, you must exercise flexibility, especially when the person is new in your life. In other words, you are training them how to interact with you. And sometimes that takes a little time, okay? There may be 1 slip, 2 slip, or 3 slip, okay? You just gently remind them. 21. Also, if it's a new boundary to you, you see, imagine that you've trained a person to disrespect your time. Okay? Like that example that I gave earlier, okay? Where the lady allowed the man to call her at 10:35. Well, she can put him up on it and basically say to him, "Look, I have now realized, I know that up until this point that I've led you to believe that it's okay to call me at this time, but I am now aware of how that actually impacts on my sleep." Okay? So she's doing it in a gentle way. Yes? 21. 22. Another example may be arguing or disagreeing with you in front of the children. 23. Boundaries stop us from people pleasing and putting our needs on the back burner. 24. When it comes to boundaries, there is a level of assertiveness. Sorry, let me correct myself. There is a level of selfishness that is needed to assert, to preserve your integrity. When it comes to boundaries, there's a level of selfishness that you must assert to preserve your integrity. 25. You must recognize that you matter and that your feelings and your needs are no less important than another. In fact, I would even say it's more important. Why? Because you need to show up. Okay? You want the real you to show up. 26. Gosh, I'm getting through this quite quickly, aren't I? Okay? Don't be afraid to tell people that you need emotional and physical space. 27. Allow yourself to be who you are without the pressure of trying to be who other people need you to be. Okay? That's people pleasing, isn't it? 28. Trust and believe in yourself. 29. If you don't have clear boundaries, others will make decisions for you. Define yourself. 30. Boundaries that you impose on yourself allow you to have a level of self-control. Now, Pastor R.C. Blakes, I love Pastor R.C. Blakes. He's such an amazing mentor. He talks about, I'll just recount a story that he shared where he was pastoring at his church. Okay, he was preaching and he noticed that at the front of the room was hot and the back of the room was cold, and there was a different temperature at that side of the room, a different temperature at that side of the room. And so after he preached, he asked his deacons, "Why is there so much temperatures in the room? Why is the temperature so variable?" And they explained to him that the air conditioning units in the 4 corners of the room were available to the public, and when the people came in, they would just adjust it to suit themselves. And so they advised him that if he didn't want that, he would have to put a box around each air conditioning unit. So, what am I really saying here? What was Pastor R.C. Blakes really saying here? He was saying that if you are not self-controlled, then you are world controlled. which means when you do not have walls around you, when you do not have boundaries, anyone can reach in and adjust your temperature. 32. Boundaries guard your heart. 33. The last one. I lied. I said it was 32. There's actually 33. Boundaries allow you to shine like a diamond and create a really strong and attractive vibe that men can feel from a mile away. Now, many women struggle with communicating their boundaries, much less setting them, in a feminine way, which is what really does it for a man. Feminine energy, I've spoken about it in my previous videos. It's really about coming from a place of an open heart and communicating your boundaries in a feeling way, which a man really, really appreciates. So if you need help around this area, which most women do, to be fair, then I am offering a complimentary coaching session to first-time clients, because I would love to work with you. I would love to work with you so that we can get you on track to attracting the man that is perfect for you. That is my intention for you. So, if this sounds like you, then please email me at valerie@valerieacampbell.com. The link will be below this video somewhere. And if you like this video, comment, press the subscribe button and share it with your friends. Okay? I look forward to sharing with you more pointers on how to attract your perfect guy. And as always, the divine in me bows to the divine in you. God bless. Bye-bye.